My husband went to school for electric and carpentry and was going to go to Mexico as a missionary and skipped the last year, which was the business training, and I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, but Katie was never going to be in business, so she didn't get the training.
How can moms work and homeschool at the same time? I know many of us today need to do that because of just where we are in the world, or maybe some of you have taken your kids out of public school or private school and you want to homeschool them, but you have to work and you're not exactly sure how to balance those things. And Katie Hornor is with us this week. She's a new guest and she is kind of the expert at this. She's a homeschool mom. She works from home and she's going to give some really good practical advice and pointers on how you can tie those two things together and help bring financial support to your family. It is such a pleasure to meet you. Tell us a little bit about you and your ministry.
My husband, Tap, and I moved to Mexico 16 years ago to be in ministry full time. We never planned to work from home as you're describing it, but that was to be in the Lord's plans for us. And the first step was getting us to Mexico, where we have lived for the last 16 years. And then the second step was for us to go through a series of different changes in ministry opportunities that left us in dire need of funds. And what does a mama do when you need money is think, how do I make this money? And so God started working in our hearts with this desire to start a business. And we said, but we don't have business background. My husband went to school for electric and carpentry and was going to go to Mexico as a missionary and skipped the last year, which was the business training, and I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, but Katie was never going to be in business. So she didn't get the training, Long story short, we did start the business because God said to, and we pioneered a homeschool curriculum. Then we took what we learned with that business and started a coaching business, which we're still doing today under the Flamingo Advantage brand. And I know we'll get into that and other things, but along the way, those 5 children still have to be educated. Yeah. And it's just been a fabulous journey of learning to blend all that we do into the life that God has given and be able to use it for his purposes.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked Podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.